How's it going, guys? It's Najam. Welcome back to another video. In this video I'm going to review something a little bit different. This is a digital photo frame. Actually, this is an Android tablet that's locked to one application, and you can use this as a digital photo frame. Now you can find a link in the description to the Amazon page where I picked this up from. Let's go ahead and start with the specifications. This has a 10.1 inch IPS display with a resolution of 1280 by 800. On the front over here, as you can see, this has a motion sensor, and it uses that to turn the display on and off. It has built-in 16 gigabytes of storage, and you can also put in a micro SD card that goes up to 128 gigabytes. Now this can play back videos, but in this video I'm only going to show you pictures because I use this mainly as a picture frame. You can also use this as a calendar and also as a clock. It does have alarm functions, and it does automatically turn off and on whenever you need it. And the price for this on Amazon currently is about £60. Overall, for the past few weeks, this has been performing really well as a picture frame. And we'll start by taking a look around the device. As you can see on the front, you have the display, and it automatically goes through the pictures that you have. And you can load in almost any picture on this if you want. So let's go ahead and take a look around the device. Now you can see it has the borders, it has the frame, and this is made of plastic. You have the motion sensor, the display is on the front, which I'll go into just a moment. And on the back over here you have a really nice design. Now you do have these two screws which it comes with, and you can go ahead and remove them, and you can put this into landscape mode. So this does also have landscape mode, and it automatically does rotate as well. And it's also got speakers. If I get the cable out of the way, over here you can see it's got the holes, and it does have speakers, and this does play back video. And you have the power button over here. And if you look under it, you have the I/O, and I don't know if you can see this, the reset switch over there. You have the Type-C input, and it does come with like a whole bunch of adapters, so you can plug a USB device into this. And you can also, I believe, plug this directly into a laptop or a computer, and you can probably transfer your files across. You do also have a micro SD card slot right over there, and then next to that is the power in. And it comes with this DC cable in that goes to USB. Now right now I've got this plugged into the USB charger over here, and it's getting power from this, and it hasn't really turned off at all or anything, so that's pretty nice. Now this device is built completely out of plastic. Now on the front of here, this is a 10.1 inch display that you see on cheap Android tablets, and this is exactly the same thing. It's an Android tablet that has the same display with a resolution of 1280 by 800, and it has an aspect ratio of 16 by 10, and it looks really nice. It's a decent device for a pretty low price. It's actually pretty nice, and it does also get bright as well, so it gets pretty bright, and then also it gets very reasonably dim as well. Now you obviously won't be able to see this very well outdoors and in extremely well lit areas, but it actually gets pretty bright, and it hasn't really caused me any issues. And now one of the things I do like about this is that it does have a very nice user interface. And so let's go over some of the features that it does have. Now, as I mentioned, it does have the auto rotate feature, so it does rotate the images. Now if you have landscape images, it's gonna display them in the aspect ratio that is more suited to the image. So let's go ahead and talk about some of the features. Now this is running an application called YUMKEM or BU-frame, I don't know how you pronounce it, and you can download the application and you can send files to it. And it's a very simple application. I'll go ahead and go through the interface over here. So you have this button, and this brings up the menu. Oh, we flipping can't see that. So you can see this dot over here. You go ahead and press this, and it brings up the menu. And from here, let's go ahead and jump into the settings. Now I'm going to hide this because it does have an email address that this comes with, and I believe every device is specific. It has an ID and it has an email address that you can send your images to. And you can use this email address to send images to it, and then you will automatically get the images on here. On the top you have the Wi-Fi option, so you can go ahead and connect to Wi-Fi, and do make sure you connect it to the Wi-Fi. That's how you wirelessly get the images to this device. You can also go ahead and change the settings for the frame. So this is the auto dim range and everything, and all the way that you want it to use. And you can turn off the motion sensor if you want. Now I'm not going to go in deep into this, and as you can see, you do have internal storage, 16 gigabytes. Now on the slideshow you do have some options. You can change the slideshow, and you can also just change the launcher from here, and you can change how often it switches the image. And also you got the different themes for the calendar, and you can choose the different effects for fading in and out and everything. I'll go ahead and turn that on as well. Yep. Okay. We'll go ahead and press OK. As you can see, it's running Android. It looks like Android. And you got the about, and they will show you the information over here. Now this does have two modes. Currently it's in photo mode or picture mode, or the picture frame mode. You can go ahead and press this and change the launcher over here, and you can go into calendar frame mode, and this will now turn into a calendar. And you can change the themes a little bit, and you can also have this in landscape orientation if you prefer that. And if you press that, you can get the calendar up as well. To switch back, you go ahead and just change the launcher, and you can go back to picture frame. Now when it's on the main menu where it's displaying the images, you can go ahead and lower the brightness or increase the brightness by swiping and increasing on the left side of the display. And I'll just go ahead and turn it a bit back down so you can see it. And from the right side of the display, you can actually change the volume, so you can increase the volume and decrease the volume. I've left this off because I've never really used videos on this, so I'm not going to be able to show you any video playback on this. Now you can download the application on your smartphone and connect this device to the phone, and then like that you can send images to this device through the application, and you won't really have to do anything. It'll just pop over here. And if I go ahead and show you the albums, this is where they come, and they're just in here, and these are the images. And if I want, I can go ahead and mark this image as private. Now this means it's not going to be able to it's not going to show this anymore. So I'll go on to the albums again, and then the images as private are separate, and these are kept separate if you want private images on this. And then you can also from here, either if you want, you can delete the image, or you can just go ahead and make it go back to normal, and it's popped up back here as well. So you can't have private images, they will be separate, and it won't display them on the slideshow unless you select them to display as an album. It will display the private album as is on its own. Now this doesn't have any built-in cameras, so you can't take this around and take pictures. That would have been really cool. Now this is a very low power device. As I mentioned, it plugs directly into a USB input. It runs on 5 volts 2 amps, so it only uses about 10 watts of power, which is very low. So power consumption is very nice, and it's pretty decent, and you don't have to worry about battery life because of that. Okay, let's talk about what I like about this. I like that it's really easy to send images to this. You get an email given. You can see it on the menu, and then you can go ahead and just send images to it. You can just attach them on the email, and they'll come through, and they will show you a notification of that the images have come through. So it's very easy to send images, and you don't have to sign up for anything. I like the price. It's a pretty good price for this product, and overall it just works really well. Now there are some things I don't like about this, but this is just my personal preference, and I'm just going to be nitpicking. But I do think it would have been nice to get some more options in the calendar view. You're only really just stuck with the themes, and then you can't really change the calendar much at all. And also, as far as the design goes, you do get this frame, but that's all there is to it. What if I want something else, a different colored frame? I suppose you can take this apart and then build your own frame, but how many people are going to want to do that when they buy a product like this? So I'm going to conclude, overall this is a very nice product. It does exactly what it says, and it does it really well. It's a pretty nice device. When you have it on low brightness, you can easily see it in the night time, and it lights up the room a little bit as well, which is very nice. So I do like it. If you want to go ahead and pick this up, check out the link in the description to the Amazon page. If you do have any questions about this, ask me in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in another video.